Hello, I've been asked a few times about winter mixes for general all-round fishing. I'll try and go through the mixes that I use quite a lot during these time of year. Starting off with commercials, just to get that one out of the way. One mix I found, I've been using it quite a lot recently, you might have seen on some of the other videos, is the Super Crushed Garlic. I've even started using this for catching silverfish as well now. I found just by using that, no additives or anything, just using that on its own, I seem to catch bigger roach, bigger rudd, big bream, a lot of skimmers, which is quite a good find for me really. I thought it would just be like for carp or something, but no. The last few times I've been out using it, I didn't film it or anything this time, I was just doing article work. I found, yeah, I've caught a lot of big roach and stuff on it, so just using natural baits like maggots, pinkies, casters, dead maggots, that kind of thing, even just corn, catching big roach. The Super Crushed Garlic's the way I like to go at the moment. If you do want to jazz it up a bit, just use the meat booster. I've caught some huge carp using that, or just the garlic and the meat booster. Brilliant stuff. No idea why, but the two combined together work really well. The next one, you may have seen me use this quite a bit now, is the Record Sweet. I've been using this for most of my natural silverfish fishing recently. I either use that with G5 Special or some other products mixed in with it. But the Record Sweet is really good because it binds together really well and it's really heavy, so brilliant stuff. I even use it in feeders as well. What I normally do, as soon as it's getting cold, I'll go for the Turbo Black, mix like 2 parts feeder black, and depending on what I'm trying to catch, I'll either mix it with 1 part Record Sweet or 1 part G5 Special to give it a bit of a spicy kind of mix. You catch all kinds of fish doing that. I mean, I've caught tench and carp, bream, you name it. I've caught everything on either the G5 Special or the Record Sweet, both together. Or if you want to do it so you get the mix really heavy for like really heavy feeder work, just use the Sweet and the G5 Special together. Makes a really heavy mix. Can't really go wrong there. On the other scale, if you want to go down the lighter route, feeder fishing, just mix Special with beat, depending on how cloudy you want it. If you want more cloud, then add more Special. If you want a normal mix, just mix it like 75% beat, 25% Special, you still get a cloud. Or alternatively, you can just use beat on its own and then just use the cloudy lean. Like I said before in the previous video, there's hardly any feed content whatsoever, but you get this cloud going on, so the fish are attracted all the time. Or you can just use the lean with the Turbo Black feeder. It's totally up to you. There's millions of ways of doing it, just depending on how much of the feed content you want to use. Going on to some more commercial fishing, the F1 Sweet fish meal. Very fine mix. You can't really go wrong with using that. You can actually dye it if you wish. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Just to darken it off a bit. Totally up to you if you want to do that. I don't really bother, to be honest. I just like to use the mix the way it is. If I want to use a completely black mix, I'll just swap over to the Expander Big Fish. One of my favourite skimmer mixes for commercials. Used it quite a lot of times. I'm really impressed with that mix. Excuse me. There's another mix that not a lot of people know about, is the cheese and garlic. I've used this recently and I have caught loads of big carp, tench and the big bream. Not so many roach, but when I do catch roach they're big. They're not these little tiny things, they're like over a pound, which is very impressive. I like using that for that kind of stuff. It all depends on what kind of style of fishing you're doing. If you're doing feeder work, then obviously that will do brilliantly. You can use it in your pole if you want, or for your pole line. Just add a bit more water to it so it's a bit more sticky. But yeah, brilliant mix, can't fault that at all. Another one I've been using, one of the boosters I've been using a lot, is the syrup. You may have seen me use it quite a lot in the videos. I'm not quite sure why, but every time I use this stuff I just seem to catch a lot more bigger quality fish. I've got no explanation for it. I have tried it without the syrup in it, and it was just like a normal day's fishing. As soon as I put the syrup in it, for some reason the small fish clear out and the big fish turn up, which is a bonus. Yeah, there's hardly any times I go fishing without using that now. Aside from that, where I use the banana, which is that one. But I like using that with the expander caramel. Them two work really well together. I'll be out on the bank again soon doing some more videos. If you've got any questions or want to see any mixes being used or anything, just let me know, and I'll get that all sorted out for you. Thanks a lot. Stay safe.